Hey guys, talk about a bummer. I'm here in York, Pennsylvania, and I just went to the South County Brewing Company, which you might have seen already, or that might be soon to post, which was super awesome. But part of the reason for my trip also was to come to this terrific market right here in this terrific old building that closed at 2 o'clock. Wonderful church over there. What can I say? I didn't expect, you don't expect anything to close at 2 o'clock, not even a bank, you know, not hardly any kind of business in this world closes before 3 or 4 o'clock. But apparently this wonderful market, which is chock full of good food and a whole slew of independent vendors, closes at 2. And by the way, if you're ever coming up here, it's only open Tuesday, Thursday, and I think Saturday. So it's here we go right here. Yeah, so I don't know if it said this on the website or on Google. If it did, my dumb butt missed it. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. This is a really cute alley though, and a beautiful set of old buildings. I'm not really terribly familiar with York. I know I passed through here before, but just want to take maybe it's a real quick walk, because it's a beautiful area. Carving up a bald eagle in wood just on the random there. It's pretty cool. Here's a brewing company here, brewery, Mud Hook. Looks kind of cool, kind of humble, but I mean it looks pretty decent. Look at some of their offerings: double IPA, hazy IPA, deep sea stout. That this town looks to me to be really charming. I mean, you know, no town or city is perfect, and you know, I know it has just an area or two that might not be you know, extremely desirable, but I think for the most part this is a pretty cool town, pretty nice town, pretty safe town. It sure is historic, and it sure is beautiful. I'll just say that. So I'm just gonna walk around a block or so and show you guys a little bit. Trust me, it's as new to me as it is to you. It is definitely a city. You know, it's not even a small city. It's a good-sized city. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Frederick, but the buildings are a bit taller in general. But the buildings are god-awfully beautiful. There are a lot of churches here on the main street, which what's the main street called? It's more or less, you're on Route 83. Let me see. Shoot, look at the phone. So the main street, at least for most of this part, is called South George Street. Definitely appears to be lots to do and see. Just about every block and every business that I see is open. You know, I don't really see any you know, rows of shuttered stores or anything, which, you know, really today in 2024 is very impressive, because if you walk around a lot of areas downtown of well, around my way, Baltimore, but including previously very affluent areas like San Francisco, you'll see blocks and blocks where they have just shuttered. They're just shuttered business after shuttered business, and I haven't seen that yet here in York. There may be some stretches where that's the case, but I haven't seen them yet, and they're not really off the main drag. Look at these. I mean, just I can't. Can I zoom for you? No, I'm already shooting. The architecture of this town is just amazingly beautiful. Off in the background here, behind this intersection, behind these lights, check that out. It is just beautiful. And way down there you can see a steeple. There are just a ton of beautiful churches. It's a beautiful city. You know, again, I don't purport to know everything about this place, about York, Pennsylvania. I'm sure there are some ups and downs, but from what I gather from strolling around a little bit here today and kind of passing through since I stopped at the South County Brewery, and I also stopped at shoot, I also stopped at the university. What is it? Shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sorry guys, look at this building right here. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. You know, it's winter time too, or we're just getting out of winter, so there are some things that are opening up soon. There's actually here in the city, there's an agricultural museum that I wanted to check out, but it's not open yet. God damn it. Let's see here. Penn Market, Central York. Where did I just come from? I'm trying to remember it's York College. I'm sorry, Jesus Lord. So I did stop by York College, which is looks to be in great shape, and they look like they're doing well. It's a really pretty campus. Sorry, there's a little wind right now. Try to block it a little bit. And I'm probably gonna find a place to stop here soon. But I just wanted to kind of take you around the block or two, because it's a very, very beautiful city. Beautiful downtown. There's a lot to be said for this place. A couple things. Well, first of all, it was actually one of the former early capitals of the nation, when the capitals were still bouncing around, you know. I just looked this up, and I was actually surprised to know that Baltimore was briefly the capital of the country, as was Annapolis, as was York here in York, Pennsylvania. Everybody knows, most people know that at one point Philadelphia was temporarily the capital, as was New York City. I also didn't know Trenton, New Jersey, for a short time was the capital of the nation as well. So there's a little history for you. York is also, well, York and Hanover are kind of known as the snack food capitals of the country as well. You've got Snyder's and Utz, and they both have a kind of outlet stores here, well, between here and Hanover again, which is right next door. What else could I tell you? It's a really neat city. I definitely plan on coming back here and doing a little bit more downtown here, and stopping by the South County Brewery again, because I was really impressed. I really like that place. I'm definitely gonna visit that place again soon. And I don't know, maybe we'll just walk down this block real quick, see what else we can see. Oh, I'm already at 8 minutes, so it's not gonna be long. Oh, I wonder if he was showing off for me. Not bad, not bad. Kind of reminds me of Baltimore. A lot of kids in Baltimore love bikes, bicycles and choppers, and they love popping the wheelies on both. Rockfish Public House. That looks like a nice restaurant, but looks like it might be dinner only. Don't see anyone eating there right now. Let's see, what else could I tell you? As far as the Civil War, you know, of course, that's one of my things. Among many other cities in the area between northwestern Maryland, between Frederick and here, this was another one of the places that Jubal Early temporarily conquered and shook down for some money. And you know, it was really wasn't just to be a brute, but the you know, not to defend them unnecessarily, but the Confederates, of course, were a lot harder up for supplies, for new shoes, for food, for everything. So, you know, they made the rounds here between northern Maryland, north central Maryland, and south central Pennsylvania, and almost every city they encountered, where they had time to stop, they would shake the city down for some money. And the funny thing is, after they shook them down for the money, they would spend the money in that city. So, you know, the city didn't really lose out, because all they would do is, you know, extort them for a couple to, you know, $10,000 or $20,000. Well, you know, on the upper end, that was a lot of money back then at the time. but they would just go back in the city and spend it at restaurants and buy new clothes and stuff for the troops. So the money went right back into the city. So it was barely an extortion at all. They just, you know, I'm not to belittle anything, you know, it was probably temporarily unpleasant for some of the citizens perhaps, or at least for the government and the officials that had to deal with them. Anyways, and there's a lot of art and a lot of sculptures around here too. But I think that's about it, guys. This was really just meant to be short. I'm just past 10 minutes. Just wanted to give you a little glimpse of downtown York, Pennsylvania. And hopefully you'll catch the South County Brewery video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.